Hello YouTube. Before I get into this video, I wanted to give a little backstory. I recorded a video on April 29th looking at the coming week ahead. This is something that I enjoy doing. I enjoy looking at what's coming for a week. However, this time what came through the cards surprised me, and I hesitated to upload the video because I wasn't sure with what we were seeing in the news and how it fit. The video, which I will go ahead and show in a second, talked about negotiations, and I felt strongly at the time that it was about the Koreas and their peace talks. But the reading I did cast a bit of a disparaging light on what seemed to be a very positive process that was unfolding in that region. Then on Friday last, I read an article that had the leader of North Korea starting to butt heads with Donald Trump. And then I began to think that maybe the reading I did was beginning to make a little more sense. And so with that, I'll go ahead and turn it over to the video I did last week. So I appreciate you stopping by. Hello YouTube, Intuitive Edge. I'd like to look at our week ahead. We're going into the first week of May. I'd like to look at what is going to be happening in the news, behind the scenes, and overall. So, let me shuffle the cards and we'll get right into it. Okay, just a couple more times here. Okay, all right. Okay. So what does this week have in store? What's behind the scenes? And outcome overall. What are we looking at? So right off the bat, the Grace card, this is a card of walking through something that's either a challenge, and it's like a negotiation, and having to steer negotiations or be involved in negotiating. I'm getting the Earth King could literally represent a person of influence or power. Could be Donald Trump. Could be somebody involved in negotiations. This is a card of it's partnerships, like business partnerships. And as it's reversed, let me see what else. Let me keep going because it could be some tricky things involving negotiations. Okay. With this, we have the Sky Queen. What I'm getting with her is she's bringing in her energy is very forthright. She's very direct, but she can be very cunning too. And a little ruthless when she's reversed. She's bringing in this energy into this like negotiating, and I'm feeling like she's bringing in a strong or a strict or taking a hard stance in some sort of negotiations. With this line, this fire tom, this cat is moving in between these lit candles. This is a card of being careful or choosy with your words, with your actions, and if you're in a negotiation, this is like being extremely diplomatic, having to play your cards just right. And this is on top of a specific person. I think it's Donald Trump. I don't know if this has to do with the North Korean summit or not summit, but they're talking about moving forward with meetings. I don't know if this is that, but it feels like that. It feels like some sort of negotiating going on, and some instrumental figure that is trying to direct or steer the negotiations in a certain way. And this is like a hard, kind of taking a hard stance, or maybe laying down the law. This is in a negotiation. This is what we'll do. Kind of let's come to the table. Here's what we want. Here's our guidelines. This is what we're asking. And so then the negotiation can go from there. Over here on this partnership, bringing a partnership together as a reversal could be a difficulty in the beginning, getting it going. Also, you have the ace reversed over the top of that. There could be some difficulties in the beginning, or making it work, bringing the sides together to make it work. It may be a little easier on paper than it is in real life, or it may be a little easier seen. Just a second. So I don't know if this portends to difficulties at some sort of negotiation or meeting. But we have all of these are reversed. We've got the 2 of C, which is another relationship partnership card, and it's reversed. And that's on top of that, kind of taking a hard line, trying to walk a fine line with regard to negotiating. I don't know if some aspect of this will fail. Some negotiations will kind of either it's a little hard to get it going, or it's not going as planned, or there's some sort of falter in the talks. Okay, 9 of fire. Moving on to this one, we had that strong person, I think representing Donald Trump, but I could be wrong on that. But it's representing a strong figure, diplomatically trying to be like making a deal with somebody, maybe taking a hard stance. This is I want to say like negotiating is coming to a standstill, or there's disagreements on how to proceed forward. It feels like there's trouble with peace talks or negotiating, and this seems like a theme through this whole thing. So it's probably going to be a pretty big deal. Then on top of this line over here, the outcome, how it's going to turn out. And we had like this kind of trouble getting going with this partnership. And then there's the High Priestess, the wisdom card. And she's also reversed, which can bring, just a little discord or not seeing the way forward, not choosing wisdom's path. So I may do a follow-up video on our week ahead, maybe get some clarity on this. I don't know what exactly this is referring to, but what comes to mind is the Koreas. So it would be good if that region was able to come to some sort of peace treaty. But there may still need to be some things worked out first. And I don't think it means that the talks are over, that it's not going to happen. I don't think it's that. It just means, I think, that more needs to be done, more prep work needs to happen, more concessions maybe, and more things maybe brought to the table, so that everybody can feel like they're getting something out of the deal. I think there may be some people maybe pulling back, saying, well, there's not enough in it for me or us. So, there's a lot more going on with this. And anyway, I think it has to do with the Koreas, but we shall see. Okay. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Real quick before I go, sometimes I like to flip the deck over, and I had stopped the video and I flipped the deck over and I went, oh my gosh, I need to talk about this. We have the Four of C underneath. This is kind of a card of feeling like defeated or despondent, or like, I think that there may be a reset when it comes to this whole negotiating process. This feels like kind of like we need to start over. So I don't think all hope is lost, but it may feel like a setback. And I think this card, bottom card, really confirms that. And okay, that's all I wanted to say. I appreciate you stopping by my channel. If you like my work, please leave a like and subscribe if you like to. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everyone.